I think we good. I think we good. I think we good. I think we good. Let's bring this in the right way. Let's bring this in right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. 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 What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's great? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can the Brothers Get a Rap podcast. This is episode 81. My goodness, that's crazy. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. My brother Santana, say something to the people.
What's good? What's good? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here live with us. And as always, we got a jam-packed show for y'all. So we're gonna get right into it. You heard?
You heard. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for continuing to support. And this channel is growing, 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 growing. The subscribers is growing even more. The rewatch, the views, the everything, the shares, the likes, everything. So yo, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank y'all for just rocking with us and supporting us. So we appreciate that wholeheartedly. Like my brothers say, we're gonna get it started. We got a couple of notes that gonna bring this in the right way. You know what I'm saying? All right, first segment of the night. You already know how we do. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records, where the label model is create, document, and inspire. You can stay in tune of OUV Records on Instagram at OUV Records. Stay in tune to the latest music and merchandise. This segment is popular opinions. So y'all already know what it do. All right, y'all. First question of the night. Which biopic, which biopic performance was the best on this list, y'all? Remember, if it's not on this list, then say what's on this list. All right, y'all? All right, so number one, Jamie Foxx as Ray. Number two, Lawrence Fishburne as Ike Turner. Number three, Leon as David Ruffin. Four, Denzel Washington as Malcolm X.
Damn.
That's a tough one, ain't it? That's a rough one, ain't it?
For me,
No.
it's between Jamie Foxx and Denzel. So it's like, damn. Man, that's a tough one. Because they both took the character and the person and the persona of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And became them, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, which
Shout
did it
out,
better? Oh
shout out to
man,
Roman Jack in the building. Some of the
Roman
day
Jack
ones
was
in the
goody.
building. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Jamie Foxx.
You going with Jamie? Why you going with Jamie?
I'm gonna have to go with Jamie Foxx because it's only that the only is he has a little bit over Denzel only because of the aspect of the singing, the choreograph, the music part. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Both acting is on par. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Right
Mm-hmm.
there, neck and neck. Both as portrayals of these iconic figures were neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to give it a little bit more to Jamie just because the singing part, you know what I'm saying, was just so real to me. And then the aspect of him showcasing the drug part. I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
ain't he was dabbling in the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
And we um acted that part and scenes very well too. I'm gonna have to go with Jamie Foxx.
Okay, okay. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. Like you said, singing and acting wise, the trauma of being blind, his relationships with women, his relationship with his mother. I mean, it was his relationship with his pops. It was a lot translated to the relationship that he had with his wife. Like I said, with women and his children. So he wore a lot of different hats, and obviously people that he did music with that tried to rip him off at first, and
Mhm.
it was a lot to deal with. So when they heard him play, they heard a cash cow, and being we're talking about 1950s, 1960s. It's basically the wild, wild west when it comes to the music industry, and the depiction of that was crazy. So, I to me, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. I mean, Leon as David Ruffin is so underrated. I mean, I have a skit on social media where I read the skit where it says, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis," and that skit is like live rent free in my head because that is something that we say all the time. Anytime somebody think they're bigger than what they are, it's like, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis," type of vibe. So people always say that when that type of energy lingers. Um, Lawrence Fishburne, like I'm not gonna hold you. When I first seen What Love Got to Do with It, I really thought Lawrence Fishburne was Ike Turner. Like the way he was just like I thought he was Ike, bro. Like the real Ike Turner. When I seen the real Ike Turner, I'm like, he couldn't have did all the stuff that Ike did in the like. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like where Ike at? Like he's
Yeah, where's his side of the story? You know what I'm saying?
right. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
heard from Ike. Where Ike at? Somebody get Ike on the phone. We need to hear from him.
I need Ike to make sense of this. Somebody get Ike. I need Ike to make sense of this, yo.
A
So
fact.
his depiction of Ike Turner was just like crazy for me. Denzel Washington did great playing Malcolm X, but I drop him a tear only because I seen the Malcolm X documentary, and the Malcolm X documentary is way better than the movie, of course. But there was something missing. If you would have seen the documentary first and then you'd have seen the movie, then you will see that something is missing from the character of Malcolm X in his depiction. But if you've seen the movie before the documentary, which most people have, is like, yo, Denzel was amazing. But to keep it real funky, we don't know what Malcolm X really like act like. We see old videos. We see like he has very few speeches that people can go to, but it's not like we know how he walk and talk. Just like how uh Jamie Foxx was able to do Ray Charles because Ray Charles was still out, even though he was still an older man. He was still out and about, and you know what I'm saying, still doing commercials. So we knew the movement, the whole vibe of Ray Charles. So I'm going to go with on this. This is probably a lot of people not going to agree, but so what? I'm going with Leon as David Ruffin because Leon displayed in the David Ruffin character why he became what he was, his trauma without showing the trauma. Like he spoke on that. His father used to whoop on him and his brother all the time. And one time that the father owed somebody some money, the father gave the person him to pay the debt.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you hear the trauma, you hear the vocals, you just see everything what he went through and then how he dealt with women and his stronghold and when they kicked him out of the group, he wasn't like he would just pull up to random shows, just jump on stage, like you know what I'm saying, and just do his thing. So um I'm gonna have to say Leon as David. I'm seeing in the chat. I've seen a couple things in the chat. I have to go back up. Can't see it. I can't see the chat on my end, but on this particular portion. But I think I've seen Jamie Foxx and Denzel in the chat, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. All right, so again, I went with Leon as David Ruffin. You went with Denzel Washington. No, you went with Jamie Foxx. You went
Mhm.
with Fox, my bad. You went with Jamie Foxx. The chat went with Jamie Foxx or Denzel. The rest of the world, they went with Jamie Foxx at 39%. What do you think about that?
Nah, it was a definite great display of acting ability. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I even forgot to mention him acting blind. You know what I'm saying? Too.
Yeah,
Like top of
yeah,
that. You feel me? So
yeah.
his mannerisms, everything. Like he really metamorphosized into Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it was a great depiction of acting ability. Acting ability. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's a fact. Fire. They said they cloned Tyrone. They cloned Tyrone. I think Jamie Foxx probably did one of his top three performances in They Clone Tyrone. They saying that in the chat. They clone Tyrone. So they
Uh,
talking about.
to me, I think it was a role he had fun with. You know what I'm saying? Like a role he let down and just be cool with it. Like I don't think like he really like took the role seriously. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yep.
played similar roles like this before. You know what I'm saying? So it was more fun for him to be in that role. Now, as far as him like taking that role on a serious level as like a Ray or something like that, nah. That's why I say he had more fun with it because I was dead ass laughing half the time. He was every scene he was on, like, come on, son. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was having fun being that role. Son. Like, tell me not. Son.
Yeah,
Like
nah, it's,
he did definitely did his thing, but I felt he was having fun. And every time, and it was supposed to be serious, but you know what I'm saying? Like the situation where you about to get gunned down and you make a joke about the joint. It's like,
yeah. See,
so pure Jamie, you know what I'm saying?
for me, the reason why I say this was his top three performance, it was nuance based. It was very nuance based. Like certain scenes wasn't meant to be funny, but because of the nuance, it was just funny. You know what I'm saying? When they going down the elevator, they got their guns rocking, and he just busts out into a song, and then the girl, I can't remember the actress name, but she just right along with it, pimping hoe, like just singing on their way down with a hardcore gangster, like it. So I think it was very nuance based for me personally. So I can't think of roles that he did better than in that role outside of Ray. The role that he played, a movie that came out this past year called Burial. That's his number two, in my opinion, as far as performance. And number three is They Clone Tyrone. He did a lot of movies, but I just don't think anything was better than those two roles. That's just me personally. That's just me personally.
For
Um,
me, I'm gonna say Collateral, The Kingdom,
mhm.
and then of course Ray. Those my
Okay.
top.
Okay.
Collateral, he did the ill in, The Kingdom was lit, and then Ray, of course.
Right. Okay. All right. So moving on to our next popular opinion. If you was building an NBA franchise, which trio would you go with? Number one, Magic Johnson, Kevin Durant, Hakeem Olajuwon. Number two, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Dennis Rodman. Number three, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry.
Oof.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
So we talking about those franchises in today's league.
Yeah, yeah. So any
Build
of
a
the
franchise in today's league with any of those trios.
yeah, if they at their best, all
Hmm.
healthy in today's league,
I'm going with Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Steph Curry, son.
that's wicked. That's a wicked trio, bro.
Because in today's league, yeah, everybody's pause, stretching the floor. Cool. But then ain't nobody in the league that can stop primetime Shaq. I'm sorry. In the
Yeah,
league today, there's
yeah,
nobody. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And then you got Steph Curry. And then you got Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like,
That's
nah,
wicked.
that's my wicked team right there. Like, yeah, we gonna win like some rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yo, real talk. That's a wicked combination because if you
That's
got
scary.
both Steph and Kobe at the top, like yo, that's just wicked. And you got Shaq that's just like you have to double Shaq. So
Absolutely.
Curry gonna be wide open all day. And then who guarding Mamba one-on-one?
I don't even know who's gonna do that.
That's disgusting. That's
Fact.
dis- I think this is probably the best offensive crew out of everybody on this list. Offensively, is like, yo, you have no answer offensively. Uh, I like that three. I like that three. Hmm. In today's NBA, damn, I really want to go with MJ, LeBron, and Dennis because we basically seeing MJ in today's league and Anthony Edwards. He's a version of Michael Jordan in today's league, and you see how he's doing these kids. So imagine if you got MJ and LeBron on the same team with wild ass Dennis Rodman. Yo, that's in today's league. That's a bunch of wild boys. You know what I'm saying? Like they giving me offense and defense, not really shooters, because they gonna get hella. They taking it to the rack. Like these dudes is going to the rack, and have your shoes ready, because you gonna do a lot of jumping, because these dudes is get it out the rim. Like they coming. Pause. And then you got Wild Boy Dennis in today's league. We kind of see it in Draymond, but Draymond is no Dennis. No disrespect. Draymond is a good player, but he's no Dennis Rodman. I'm gonna go with Magic Durant and Elijah Wan. I'm gonna go with them because Magic's leadership. He's 6'9". He coming down. What he say? He he coming down. You know what I'm saying? You got Durant. Durant plays better when there's an alpha dog with him. No disrespect, but he plays better when there's other alpha dogs with him. So I got Magic, Durant on the outside giving me offensive 3-pointers, all the deep stuff. Pause. Magic could do deep, mid range, go to the lane. Ain't nobody stopping Magic neither. And then you got Hakeem Olajuwon, the dream in today's league with the footwork, with the handles, with the shimmy shake. And then you got defense on the other side of that. And that's what I'm starting my team off with. I'm going with Magic, Durant, and Hakeem. My brother went with Kobe, Shaq, and that's that three is wild to me. Like this, the combo is crazy. But I'm going with that. You going with them. Everybody in the chat said three. So everybody saying Kobe, Shaq, and Curry. The rest of the world went with Magic, Durant, and Hakeem Olajuwon at 35%. What do you think?
All right. If we if all these other teams have their way, yo, it's gonna be a crazy playoff run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
playoff run. So it was a hard decision either or. So it's like all these people that was mentioned in this question is greats within they own right. So regardless, if there's a time frame, if we in heaven where we could watch this basketball game, I'll be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pay for your seat.
the only way we can watch this if you cop 2K24, you know what I'm saying, and play the simulated version, like and be wild, bro. I remember I put a game like this on my 2K, and I was wild hype, like I had to call one of my other mans and be like, I got Magic, LeBron, and such and such playing Jordan, and like with just wild hype, like this is really happening, like you know what I'm saying, just but tough list altogether. What you about to say?
No, nothing.
All right, so moving on to our next popular opinion, y'all. All right, which is the next Marvel superhero that, let me rephrase the question. Next Marvel superhero you want to see get a deep dive movie? Number one, I don't know why one of them is on this list, but anyway, number one, Silver Surfer. Number two, Hercules. Number three, Dr. Manhattan. Number four, Ghost Rider. They probably meant like a re thing for Ghost Rider, but he's already had like 3 movies.
Yeah, like that's a garbage list. The only lit person on this list is Silver Surfer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason, not saying that Silver Surfer is not a lit character, he's definitely a lit character, but they could have had a better other options on the list. You know what I mean? To go inside with Silver Surfer. Hercules, stop it, fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Manhattan, we already had a movie with Dr. Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Rider, like you said, we already had tons of movies with Ghost Rider. So it's like, nah, son. Silver Surfer definitely need his own Joan. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're gonna go into the realm of Galactus and you're already bringing out Fantastic Four, you know what I'm saying? You're on par with bringing out Silver Surfer anyway. And I
Yeah.
think having his own movie, I think that would be kind of lit because we only got to see him just a little bit in that second Fantastic Four movie from the 2000s. I think it was like 2007 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And that was kind of
and that was that
yeah.
depiction was kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? So if you could get a standalone version movie of Silver Surfer, I think that'd be fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you. Um, One thing I hope if they do a Silver Surfer, because I agree with you on the Silver Surfer, is that they show his true origin, the planet that he's from, the fact that he was a brother, his wife was fine melanated. Because you remember they had the Silver Surfer cartoon, and the
Yeah.
cartoon
Mm-hmm.
had that was the origin of that, and how he got his powers from Galactus. And so me personally, I would want to see a real deep dive of Silver Surfer. The depiction that they had was lit, but I feel like it was a teaser. But the fact that he came from the galaxy on the board, they like, yo, what's going on? And then Human Torch trying to keep up with him, he
Right.
going out the board, like that was hard. He took Silver Surfer up to the sky. He was like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is different up here. You heard? So, me personally, I would want to see a Silver Surfer. Hercules, I think they watered down the character Hercules because we grew up to the Hercules, the TV shows and stuff like that. I don't see, like, they would really have to kind of rebrand Hercules to make him interesting, if that makes sense. Like, cause the Hercules versions that we seen, all they kind of ass. Like, it hasn't been something that's like, yo, have you seen Hercules? Or like, so Dr. Manhattan, we've seen a version of this it wasn't hitting, man. It wasn't hitting. And Ghost Rider, they probably put Ghost Rider on there just as like maybe they want to see a different version, but they're saying in the chat that it's going to be a new Ghost Rider movie. I'm going with Silver Surfer all the way. You went with Silver Surfer all the way. In the chat, they're going with Silver Surfer as well. The rest of the world went with Silver Surfer at 44%. What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, the other options on the list were garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hercules, get out of here, son. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Manhattan, school bathe that. No, get that out of here. Ghost Rider, straight blue file. Like, get out of here, son.
Yeah.
Again, like, come on, son.
And you know what's sad about that? Ghost Rider have a lit origin story, and then they tried to, because you remember they tried to bring in Gambit through the Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, but it didn't hit. It didn't hit. The storyline was awful. Uh, I like Nicolas Cage, but I don't think it was Nicolas Cage, to be honest with you. I think it was more so the script, and the direction of the movie, in my opinion.
If they're gonna be a Ghost Rider, I need it to be more action packed. Nicolas Cage is like too robotic. I need action. I need lit action. Like the action scenes in the movies was like I said, too robotic. Like I need more fluid motion. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I need somebody that's really more in some form of combat training. You know what I'm saying? Or has combat training on set
Hmm.
to make the role much better because we rely too heavily upon CGI. So it's like if you're gonna redo Ghost Rider, at least make this shit action packed, mad gory,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? Because Ghost Rider is not, yeah, oh, he not Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
He there for vengeance. So he there to, you know what I'm saying, take your whole top off.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? He not there to be nice and let's figure this out. Nah.
And,
You know why he there, and y'all know why he there. You know what I'm saying?
and you know what killed me about a lot of the earlier Marvel movies? They put too much romance in it. Like they want dudes to fall in love and like,
Like, bro.
bring on the bodies, man. We trying to get to these murders, dog. Like so, yeah, man. So I'm right there with you, bro. I'm saying Silver Surfer. They say Silver Surfer. Jensen Atlas Eccles Eccles. I'm probably saying it wrong. You heard of that name before? Jensen Eccles.
Can't say that I have.
What character is that? Jensen Eccles.
He played Dean, which from Supernatural. Is that the same dude that played in the series? Was it The Boys last season? Is that the same dude you talking about, Ron Jack? That's him,
Oh, I see who it is.
then I might, you know what I'm saying? I might rock with that.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I might rock with that, son. That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Yeah, he
Because
was.
when he played in The Boys,
Yeah,
the
that was.
fighting scenes,
Yeah,
you
that
know
was.
what I'm saying? It was
Yeah,
believable. So I
yeah, that,
could I could I could jack that. I could jack that.
yeah, that was him. That was him. All right, moving on to our next popular opinion question. Best 112 song on this list. Best 112 song on this list. The group 112 R&B sensation, great group. Number one, Cupid. Number two, Anywhere. Number three, It's Over Now. Number four, Peaches and Cream. It's a fire list though, dog. Fire list though. Fire list though, dog.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go with Peaches and Cream, son. Because that when that joint hit, that was like right in the 2000. That was right when I got out of graduated from 8th grade, going into freshman year. So that summer, bruh. Was it that summer or was it the summer into freshman year? What song? When did that song came out? I think it came out like
2000.
2000, right?
Hold
Going into like late into 2000, like probably like August, September or something, right?
definitely, that's definitely. It was definitely came out during school.
Because I was just going in my freshman year. Because I remember buddies had the headbands, right? So that's when we was rocking headbands with Remember, I went to
Chill,
Catholic school, so
chill, chill,
so I
chill.
mean, I had the you know what I'm saying, I had the Nike headband joints, right?
Now this is 2001
All right, so
March. It was March.
it was already into my freshman year, so it was the spring year. So when that song came out, they had there was in the video they had the headbands and all that. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start rocking my headbands with my polos. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I still gotta find my photo album. I got pictures of me rocking the, you know what I'm saying, the upside down headband joint, matching my SFP polo. You know what I'm saying? Going to school, dog.
Bro, there's a picture right now in my high school yearbook from senior night. Brand new Iverson jersey with the Reebok headband and the braids just flowing out. And matter of fact, I'm lying. I had my do rag and my white Reebok headband on top of that with the Iverson jersey. I
So
was crushing everybody that night, dog.
and then Pieces and Cream came out spring, and we had some spring dances too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got invited to a couple of Sweet 16s. Yeah, I'm going with Pieces and Cream, dog. Like
You know, pieces and
all of them songs is hit. You know what I'm saying? Let's
yeah,
not get it twisted. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Let's not get it
Those next
twisted.
to Cupid.
All them songs, yeah, Cupid was dope, but it's just for me, I had more connection with Pieces and Cream because of how many times I've heard it. And the times I've heard it, it was always a lit situation. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that was a lit year because like that was the year that the Jordan 11s like brought out them damn or they would well, I don't know
It was
what's
the infrareds.
not it was the white and blacks. It was the
Oh
Concord.
no, it was the next year.
Yeah,
2002 was the infrareds.
it was them Concords and that because I remember the video where 112 was in R&B used to be popular, so they in the elevator with the shorty. They had the leather fit on with the Concords, crushing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I got against that. You know what I'm saying? But that yo,
Yo, yo,
that's wild pip.
the leather top and bottom was wicked back in the days.
But you couldn't wear that just to wear that. Like you had to be going somewhere if you gonna rock the leather top and bottom. Like you just can't. You just don't bust that out to go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So that fit was too fresh. Me personally, I want to say Cupid. I really do, but it's something about anywhere, bro. Because I don't know if you remember that video where they had like
yo, anywhere was lit too. You know what I'm saying?
like all the chicks, you know what I'm saying, in there, they had their own part of the crib. Somebody in the kitchen, somebody in the bedroom, somebody in the shower, like, yo, popping. And then you got little Zane in there, got him a couple little lottie dotties with him, you know what I'm saying? So
What
yo,
happened to Lil Zane? Somebody gotta get him on the phone. So somebody call Lil Zane. Son. Where he been
yo,
at?
but he acting though. He
Oh
doing this.
yeah?
Yeah, he's in BMF, the BMF series. And I seen him in something else. Yeah, Lil Zane getting his act.
That's why I stopped watching the BMF. But all right, that's dope though. Good.
Yeah,
Glad to
yeah.
see still doing work out here.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm going with Anywhere. So I went with Anywhere. The chat is going with Cupid. My brother went with Peaches and Cream. The rest of the world went with Cupid at 37%. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, it's Cupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, you feel me? It
yeah,
makes sense. So I'm not even mad at it because all
yeah,
of them are fire songs from 112. And shout out to them because they discography is top tier as far as R&B. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Facts, facts. All right, y'all. Moving on to Hollywood Need to Ask Us. You want to start this one off?
I got a little controversy with this one. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay, okay.
So Hollywood needs to make a movie. I need a 2-hour deep dive movie on Kate Moss. Now, Kate Moss was born. I know you looking like who that, but you know who she is. I
I
know you
know
do.
the name. I know the name.
She was born in January 16th, 1974. She's most famous for being Calvin Klein's premiere model during the Obsession days. Remember when Calvin Klein was pushing Obsession?
Yeah.
So her Calvin Klein debut started in 1992. Now I remember this as a kid because her billboards and her pictures were everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you Google her pictures right now, you'll remember her face because they were it definitely dead ass was an obsession with how much publicity and how much marketing they had pushed with her image out there. Now the problem with the image was a lot of the photos that they used, she was pretty much naked. Now she was only 16 when she took these photos. So the major problem I have with it is not only did Calvin Klein allowed this, the photographers, so much other people, and society allowed it as a whole because it was plastered on the walls, it was on the buses, it was in the trains, it was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That obsession campaign, I remember that joint. It was probably like 5-6 years, dog. And she was the main face of it. And when she first started, she was probably had to be like 16 at the time. You know what I'm saying? When I look back and I did the research, she was only 16. So I want to see a deep dive on basically how we can turn a blind eye to certain people and pick and choose when we want to do certain things when everybody seems to be doing the same thing.
Bro, I'm looking at her pictures right now. Ain't no way at 16 years old she should have been taking half these pictures.
Exactly. And I remember a lot of these commercials as a kid. I remember these commercials. There was a lot of commercials with her where they was videotaping her and like doing interviews. And there was one weird interview where the photographer's asking her to like unbutton the top of her jean and then pull it down a little bit, and then she's like being reluctant and like saying, no, I don't really want to do it, I feel uncomfortable. Very, very cringe. A lot of this stuff, I'm surprised Me Too didn't come and check Calvin Klein about it,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of this is hella Me Too-ish. You know what I'm saying? As you pointed out so eloquently, if you look at the photos, ain't no way in hell a 16-year-old girl is supposed to be taking photos like this. And I'm pretty sure she probably wasn't even 16 at the time. She was probably younger.
That's why not to go off subject, but that well, to stay on subject and to add to your point, that's why I say that most people check their proclivities at the door when the face of reality is at hand. Because if she was 15 and the pictures didn't get released until she was 16, or whatever the case may be, she's underage, right? So for somebody to sign off on this, they check they check their proclivities at the door, where they know this is wrong, but they feel like it's going to be so fire that people going to go out and buy obsession and be engulfed into the campaign because of this girl. I mean,
If you listen to how Kevin, there's interviews with him, and you listen to how he speaks about her and the tone and the words. This is why I'm so adamant, so focused on words. Words is everything. Dialogue is everything. The way he describes her, he's talking to her like it. She's like an object, like a bottle of water you buy at the store. You know what I'm saying? Just
mhm,
disregard for her being a human being. You know what I'm saying? And he's having interviews like this, and nobody checking, buddy.
mhm,
Everybody just cool. Like, oh my God, yes, it's art. It's fashion. Yes, of course. Huh? So I want to see a movie about Kate Moss and that Calvin Klein obsession campaign, and how society allowed this to go unchecked.
mhm,
But yet you want to pick and choose when you want to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, now he wrong, but
mhm.
now he good over there. But they pretty much doing the same thing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So Kate Moss, and she has done interviews in her later years about the trauma, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of traumas that she's gone through. I'm pretty sure a lot of these campaigns were in New York. It's 92 to
That-
97, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In the
yeah.
fashion industry, you at parties, and you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some get slipped in drinks. I'm not saying that's what happened, but
It,
it
it,
could happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that she was put in this predicament by people older than her, and then exploited her and stuff like that. So I definitely want to see a movie about this, because it needs to be told. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Because for every one Kate Moss, there's hundreds of girls that we don't even hear
Fact,
about
fact.
and know stories about, or won't even know their names. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the fashion industry in this itself as a whole is just straight, just like a prostitution ring. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Because then when you get to a certain level, now it's like there's almost some pay to play type. They'll won't say it like that, but they'll use different words to try to get you to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So very demonic for sure. Very demonic. But yeah,
mhm.
that's my Hollywood needs to ask us.
And not to mention, to add to your point, I don't know if you like. I was a big Law and Order fan,
Yo,
and
my bad, Ron Jack Walden. He said have it produced by Nickelodeon. You're wild. Yo. Yeah, cold blooded. That's
yo,
cold.
they worship Lucifer. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was a big. Well, I'm a big Law and Order fan, SVU in particular, and they had episodes where they showed, the modeling industry and how, the photographers or these brand ambassadors, or the brand, the president of the brand would talk about these models, like you said, as if they are objects, and they're living grown women life, where they having relationships with these men who are in their 50s. These men are not. early 20s or early 30s, even though underage is underage. Underage girls, if they're going to be having sex, should be having sex with boys their age, not grown ass men. Simple and plain. And that's the type of playground that it just seemed like they have for that, where it's like you got all these grown people, all this grown men, and basically little girls. You know what I'm saying? So the way they dress it up, they call it a business, it's high fashion, so it's cool. So at the end of the day, it's like we've seen it in
Yeah.
our face, is the point that I'm making. They dress it up as entertainment. We've heard, and I'm not trying to throw no dirt, but we've heard Russell Simmons for years been going down to the all the fashion shows, dating all types of models. Mind you, Russell Simmons been in his 40s, 50s ever since we was little, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
Been
wasn't,
old.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Oh nah. What's go?
Yo,
Yo.
you hear me now?
Yeah, I could. Yo. My boy, the log.
I'm back.
It's still lagging.
What about now?
I could hear you, but I can't see you at all. Like it's stuck on.
I don't know what's going on. Can you see me?
No,
Let me know when you
I
can
can't.
see me.
I can't even see the chat right now.
I could see you and I could see the chat, but
I
that's
mean, it's cool. Like I hear you, and if we still good, you know what I'm saying? I'm still we still can rock and roll, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. But if you can't see me, I don't think nobody else can see.
Can the chat see you though?
I don't know. Chat, can y'all see me?
I don't even really see it. I don't know. You see any I don't see no new not new from the chat, none.
I see you, but hold on. Let me see something.
They said no.
What
All
about
right. Yes, sir.
we Gucci? Yeah, boy, back. All right, so get back to these dirty demons in the model industry. So I would like to see that movie. So that's a great idea. Um, and it would expose that type of energy and that type of vibe. So yeah, so I agree with you. I like that idea. I Hollywood need to ask us. I want to see. We just mentioned the group. I want to see a 112 biopic. I wouldn't mind having like a 4 episode, maybe 6 episode series, showing them coming up together. Um, just their journey and then their life throughout the music industry and so on and so forth. So I would like to see that they have a story to be told. You with Puff Daddy, and but it's to me it's bigger than Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? You got Biggie, you got Cam Mace, you got all these people that are there. You got people in the background that don't get the accolades that they deserve, and their story in itself, they achieved so much as a group that I feel like they still haven't got their just due. And we just listed four of some of their best songs, and it's arguable because they really got dope albums and songs that still to this day hit right now in the club. So me personally, I would want to see a 112 bio series type of thing. So
That's fire. Definitely would love to see a 112 biopic series too.
yeah. And then one of the things I want them to highlight too is the rise and fall and then the reality. You know what I'm saying? Because when they was on their trajectory, they was on everything. Like I remember seeing them in the episode of Moesha, and it was like, yo, like this was fire. Like they on Moesha and they on it as a group 112, while Moesha is acting like their manager for the night because of Q. Like that episode was super fire. So, um, but the but 112 Rise was absolutely fire in my opinion. The music and just the whole energy at that time, the style. So definitely want to see that. All right, y'all. Make sure you tap into our membership portion. We have memberships on in the links in the bio. You could access it. Gold, platinum, family, and day one's memberships. So make sure you tap in to our memberships, y'all. You get access to different things. So you go into the membership portion and you see what you get access to. And some fun stuff, so make sure you tap in. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next segment, our must see segment. Must see music, must see movies, must hear music, must see classic shows. You want to start this one off?
All right, chat. You know how I do. I always got a theme, never fails. So, keeping on the theme of the fashion industry, I went ahead and found movies dealing with the fashion industry. Now, each of these movies depicts the fashion industry in a different light. So, if you're interested in seeing how the fashion industry, you know what I'm saying, plays out, these top three movies I feel on my list showcases the inner workings of the fashion industry, right? So, the first movie on the list is The Devil Wears Prada. Came out in 2006. Stars Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, Adrian Greener, Simon Baker, Giselle Bundchen, Danielle Sonjata, and Tracy Toms. About a intern who wants to work for this top tier fashion designer, and you got to watch the rest of the movie as to why The Devil Wears Prada. Dope movie. Definitely should watch it. Next on the list, dope movie as well, is The House of Gucci. Came out in 2021. Stars Jared Leto, Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, Camilla Cotton, Al Pacino, Salma Hayek, Jeremy Irons, Madalena Diana, and Jack Houston. Fire movie. As the title says, House of Gucci is about the Gucci fashion house. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it to see how they break down that aspect of the fashion industry. All right. The last on the list is my personal favorite. Now, this one is more so on the demonic aspect of the fashion industry. And this movie is called The Neon Demon. Came out in 2016. Stars Ella Fanning, Jenna Malone, Keanu Reeves, Christina Hendrick, Bella Heathcott, Carl Blushman, Abby Lee, Desmond Harrington, and Charles Baker. It's about a young girl who runs away from her family, and by luck, she's found by this fashion person. And you gotta watch the rest of the movie to find out what happens. Fire movie. Like the imagery on this one is just top tier. So all the movies on my list about the fashion industry is The Devil Wears Prada. Ron Jack said Devil Wears Balenciaga. Yeah, that's a fact. So my movies of the fashion industry are The Devil Wears Prada, House of Gucci, and The Neon Demon.
Fire. Make sure y'all tap into those movies. Those are some good movies right there. Me, y'all know how I do. I don't have a theme like my brother, but I feel like I list movies that I felt like y'all did not see but it's right in front of you, and these are hidden gems and classics. Um, my first movie of the night, or Judgment Night, came out in 1993, directed by Stephen Hopkins. Cast is Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Stephen Dreyfus, Dennis Leary, Jeremy Piven, and Peter Green. Fire movie about four friends just want to get to a hockey game, talk about their life, and of course, somebody come up. I got a better plan. Want to take a detour to one of the roughest neighborhoods in the city, and
Never go off the road, son. Don't deviate off the plan. You know what I'm saying? If the joint says keep going straight, you keep going straight. Don't look for no shortcuts out there freestyling.
it don't know the shortcut, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, I think it's over here. Like,
Nah, I don't want to hear I think nothing, son.
yeah, yo, facts. Make sure y'all go see that tonight. Tomorrow, Judgment Night. It's a fire movie, and you have to see the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for you. My next must see movie is called Snake Eyes.
Mm.
Came out in 1998, directed by Brian De Palma. Cast Nicolas Cage, Gary Sinise, Carla, damn, Carla Janino, sorry, Janino, Carla Janino, John Hurd, and Stan Shaw. Fire movie about a New Jersey. He's some sort of law enforcement in the casinos, and they got the president coming to the biggest fight of the year to watch the fights. It's fight night, and all hell done break loose. So make sure you tap into Snake Eyes. I won't ruin it for you. Make sure you see the rest of the movie. My next must see movie came out in 1991, directed by Kevin Hooks and Rolando Hudson. This movie's called Strictly Business. This cast is Tommy Davidson, the beautiful. This is the essence of Holly Berry in this movie. Holly Berry, Samuel L. Jackson, Anna Marie Johnson, Joseph C. Phillips. Fire movie. It's the typical. It's not even typical. This is what the '90s feel like in the early '90s. Like, what this what New York feel like. This is what the '90s feel like at that time. The way they shot New York, the way they party, the way they dress, the music. It felt so New York. And the movie's about a top level executive who is at the top of his field. At the very top of his field, he has a friend that he's a bit of he leaves early, he leaves early, come late type of guy, but he wants a shot at the big leagues, and you have to see the rest of the movie. Have to, and I'm telling you, this was this is when Holly Berry became Holly Berry. Short haircut and all, just oh my God, just straight beautiful. So make sure you tap into Strictly Business, Snake Eyes, and Judgment Night. So make sure
Fire.
to those. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some must-three hear music. Giving y'all a theme tonight. Prince theme. Three songs that you must put on your playlist from Prince, because most people all they play is When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, Little Red Corvette. I'm gonna give y'all three more songs that y'all may have not heard of that are slaps, guaranteed. All right. So number one, make sure you get Prince Seven. The song is called Seven. All right. Fire song. Get that on your playlist. Number two, Prince again, Erotic City. Get that on your playlist. And number three, Mountains. get that on your playlist. So I'm giving y'all 3 top level Prince songs that y'all probably never heard of. Again, that's Mountains, Erotic City, and 7. Guaranteed to get the party started. So make sure you get that on your playlist. All right, moving on to classic shows. Uh, on the chat, Rowan Jackson, I love me some Holly. Yo, Holly in the '90s. Oh my God, Sawfish. Yeah, she got that scene in Sawfish. You know what I'm saying? That was back then when scenes like that like meant something. Like, yo, you gotta see Sawfish because you know Holly take off the top. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
You take off the top? I'm gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? Just for that scene alone. You know what I mean? Graffiti Bridge, fire album, Graffiti Bridge 7 is good. I'm telling you, most people that listen to Prince or heard of Prince or feel like they know anything of Prince only talk about When Doves Cry, Kiss, Purple Rain, Little Red Corvette. They don't know nothing else. Those other 3 right there, I didn't even say stuff like Sex Shooter. I didn't even say other stuff like You a Star. I didn't even get all that. I just gave y'all these 3 right here, guaranteed to get the party started. So make sure you get that on your playlist. All right, classic shows. You want to start that one off?
Classic show. Y'all definitely need to watch. It's one of my favorites. I've watched it like at least 3, 4 times by now.
Yeah.
Is The Sopranos. Came out in 1999. Has 6 seasons. Stars James Gandolfini, Drea D'Amato, Lorianne Bracco, Michael Imporley, Stephen Van Zandt, Tony Serpico, Eddie Falco, Edie Falco, Nancy Marchand, Vincent Pastore, Joe Palatino, Steve Shurapaya, and Robert Eiler. It's about a fictitious mob family that runs New Jersey, and the main character, James Gandolfini, is the boss of Jersey, and you go through 6 seasons of watching him and his crew run scam after scam and just running amok and just showing you the lifestyle of how a mafioso would live. Fire series is one of HBO's all-time great series. You know what I'm saying? Like it still holds weight to this day. Again, it came out in 1999. There, you know what I'm saying? It's damn near almost 20 years old, pretty
Yeah.
much. You know what I'm
Fire.
saying? So fire series. So if you like a good mafia type series and want to see some great acting, definitely tap into The Sopranos. And you got 6 seasons to watch, so you could take your time. You heard?
Yeah.
So enjoy that.
And y'all gonna be surprised at the scene in the very beginning of the season, probably episode 1 or episode 2. You're gonna see Mike Epps on there playing a role that is very. There's a role he said he would never play, and he's on there, and it was like, what? Nah, yeah, Mike Epps, the comedian Mike Epps. I don't know if you remember episode 1, but that first episode when they, you know what I'm saying, they bust in the crib and it was 2 dudes in there. Mike Epps was one, and his his what he had to play.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if you remember that scene.
Not too particular, no.
Yeah, I can't say it because last time I said something, you two felt the type of way on what I said. You know what I'm saying? So, but make sure y'all tap into Sopranos. There's a lot of twists and turns to that show. Fire, great storyline. So make sure you tap into it. I like that. I like that. My must see. Well, it's a classic. Actually, it's a classic show. Came out in 1987. 5 seasons of Fire. 21 Jump Street. This stars Peter DeLewis, Dustin Ning, Holly Robinson, Pete, Richard Grieco, Stephen Williams, and Johnny Depp. Fire series. It's about young cops infiltrating high schools and colleges because they look so young, and they trying to crack down the crime on in schools. So fire series, and they going deep. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because they literally had, well, some of them had real baby faces where you could see them playing, a high school kid and getting away with it just to try to shut down crime. So it's just a lit concept. So fire show. So make sure you tap into it. 5 seasons of litness. I know they try to reintroduce it with 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. But those movies is not a depiction of the foundation of the show. The foundation of the show was drama, action, not necessarily over the top comedy, how they try to, bring it to the movie and stuff like that. But 21 Jump Street, the original 21 Jump Street, fire. So make sure y'all tap into 21 Jump Street. All right, move. Oh, you got cologne for us? You got cologne for us?
Definitely got cologne. Actually, it's funny enough. If you look good, you smell good, you feel good, you got fuck with Calvin Klein Obsession. Now, on some real shit, Calvin Klein Obsession for men it's definitely wavy. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the scent is fire.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Despite what Buddy be doing, he got a good fragrance for men, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's on point. Like, it's up there with other brands and top tier brands of colognes and stuff like that. So my choice for this week is Calvin Klein Obsession for Men. Fuck with it. If you haven't fucked with it, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a classic scent. You know what I'm saying? Very, very 90s, 2000s classic scent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you back.
All
So
right.
mess with it.
Make sure y'all tap into that obsession. All right. So moving on to our next segment, y'all already know what time it is. It's time to rap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snaps, where you get classic movies, shows, and documentaries for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. First hot topic of the night. A group of Memphis women invited two men into a hotel room for a party. Party. But when they got to the room, these men were jumped and robbed by other men that, so basically they set a honey trap by other men that was in the room. What do you think about that?
And just men just have to be more aware. So a lot of women are using your, you know what I'm saying, your excitement and lack of better judgment against you. You know what I'm saying? And putting you in situations like this. So it's like you just have to be more aware and just uh really just be more aware. Like, shorty's calling you up to a hotel, two men sound kind of fishy. Cause why can't they just pull up to your spot? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or pull up somewhere else where it's more neutral, not where they have more control of the situation. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's men just have to be a lot more aware. Like, I was always on the aspect of like shorty trying to set me up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
yeah,
already moving on that accord, and
yeah,
I'm like driving
yeah,
around 3 times before I park up. I only park up in front of the spot. I park up a block, 2 blocks away, just in case I got a dash. So
yeah,
they can see what car I dip in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already moving on a course. So it's like, all right, I can let my guard down. She ain't even on that type of time. But if your guard is up, and you might spot some that you wasn't really looking for before. They might have like let out hints, but because you're so excited, like, oh, we about to, you know what I'm saying, go to the hotel, y'all missed the signs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say be more aware and just be more focused on what's going on, and then the surroundings around you. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Were they
That's
like out of towners or something?
they didn't specify that.
Oh,
They did show a video when, as the guys go into the room, now the girls pull out their phone and they're taping and they're laughing, and there's a camera just shining on them with their phone shining on the guys getting jumped, and they just laughing about it.
yeah, it's like I said, just you have to be more aware. You have to just be honestly, you just have to. it's crazy, but it's helped me a lot in a lot of situations. Anytime I'm about to meet with a shorty, I just always assume that she's trying to set me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if I'm already moving like that, I'm looking for any kind of suspect activity where I
Mhm.
could just be ghost. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you just gotta be more aware. I'm glad that there was cameras, and these are times when we was up and about. It really was cameras like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dangerous times.
yeah, you was taking risks all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
going to hoods I got no business being in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So already I'm like, yeah, I'm wilding. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm already wilding, but I'm already out here, so it's already
Yeah.
too late now. So I gotta keep going.
I'm gonna go get this. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna go get this, but I'm already thinking she still set me up. But I'm still going though. And then when I get there, it's like, oh man, she got a whole meal prepared for a dude. Like,
Yeah.
let me make sure no brothers is hopping out the closet or something.
Yo,
Let me
what's
put
all
my
that?
let me put my coat in the closet, ma. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Checking
What's all,
closets under the bed and all that.
what's all that commotion over there? You know what I'm saying? Because the last thing you want to do while you doing your business is a whole lot of commotion. Like, yo, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's what they doing
Yeah,
around here.
with the pants down is it's not a good look. So yeah, like I said, just be more aware. We gotta understand the times we in. So you know what I'm saying? You a lick right now. So you gotta be more aware. You the prize, right? So if you the prize, act like it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get easily hit up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Gotta move, fellas. You gotta be out here moving very smart. Um, kind of know the woman that you gonna go meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, just move very very smart, man. You just never know what people intentions are. You know, you just never know. Just never know. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Um, singer or performer named LaBritney has gone viral. She tries to explain why she left a 12-year relationship with two kids to pursue her interest in becoming famous. What do you think about that?
But why she have to leave her family to do that? Couldn't they be part of her journey?
The logic in what you're saying, uh, yes, for anybody that deals with logic. Um,
I
but
mean, that's all we don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like
but women
men
don't.
do it all the time.
But a lot of women don't deal in logic. I don't want to say
The
all women,
whole time there was so many artists I thought they was out here getting mad biddies. Whole time they got a wife and kid at home.
but now this
I'm
is
like, oh man, you're a family man. You know what I'm
and,
saying? That's what's up.
and now this is opposite, where this woman has a whole family at home, but she felt like she had to leave them to pursue her dreams because she felt like she was putting her family first. But why do you have to leave the family? Why they just can't be a
Right.
reset priorities?
Right. Shouldn't it be a conversation with your man and be like, yo, babe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you step up a little bit more while I try to pursue this career in music or whatever. If that's the conversation y'all having, fine. I just don't see the point of you having to leave your family to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just letting me know like you wanted to leave all the baggage behind and do all the dothery so you don't have to have you don't got no baggage and no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because like what would be the point? Because then at the end of the day, it's like you better be nice because you're not just gonna get a record deal because you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And let's keep it a buck. Like, let's keep it a buck in pursuit of being famous. This is gonna sound bad, but this is the world we live in. You're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go through a gamut of people, whether man or woman, where you're gonna have to get down. You're gonna have to lay down to get down. And I said that completely right. You're gonna have to lay down to get down. No matter how talented somebody is in this day and age, you can have the golden voice. If you have a golden voice and you get in front of your camera and you sing a great song, then you could possibly go viral and then you'll get attention, right? But on the other side of that, of the music industry, is called business. It's a music business. Having a great voice don't get you all the money in the world. You have to align yourself in business. So to leave your family, and I think this was more so of it, like you said, to rid herself of the guilt of the things that she's going to have to do in pursuit. This is not a guarantee. In pursuit to make it to wherever that she wants to make it to, because she's gonna have to get down to she's gonna have to lay down to get down. The only way you don't lay down to get down is unless you come from a lineage that has all the connects. So like unless you come from the Jackson family and you got the golden voice and the moves, I yo, tell Tito to call, the producer over there and this, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because these are the people with the connections, right? But if you don't have a family lineage that could protect you because of the name and put you with the right people, so that way you won't have to lay down, then what are you doing? Like obviously you got two kids, you're in your relationship for over 12 years. For the life of me, I can't understand why you can't do both. Why there just can't be a shift in the priority where you're a priority on on becoming famous or becoming like whatever you want to become in this industry. So to leave your family or to leave that relationship is wild to me, because I men, we do it all the time. We do it all the time. If a man feel like he has a gift or whatever the case may be, he's not gonna leave his family. It's just like, yo, instead of working at that 9 to 5, I'm gonna be over here. And so the things that y'all might be used to financially, we're gonna take. There's gonna be a sacrifice on that, because I'm gonna put my energy here, because I feel like if I do this, I can meet this person, and then between that, I'm gonna make more money to set us up for the long run. So I mean, I've seen her on a couple of reality TV shows and things like that. Uh, Good luck, but
Yeah.
this this
No.
this don't sound based in logic. Which
Yeah.
is
Not at all. It's like now your family can't be part of your wins. So you're just gonna celebrate wins by yourself. All right. Modern woman. That's what's up. What's up? Serious.
yo, we are doomed, yo. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. 3 people are arrested for the viral video of the racist encounter in Virginia City, Nevada. There was a gentleman, I can't call him a gentleman, there was a man that made a comment to a melanated person making a hanging tree reference. And he's been arrested for that. So they consider that a hate crime. So what do you think about that?
That's what's up. I mean, I'm glad there's no evidence of picking and choosing when they want to stamp hate crime. If it's hate all around. So, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna get tried to the fullest extent of the law, you know what I'm saying, under that hate crime statute. So I'm glad they was able to find him and arrest him and charge him with that crime. You know what I'm saying?
hmm I'm just glad that now that we really have video footage that it could be used for the greater good. Because I remember being a little kid in the 90s, and if you had something on videotape, you're like, yo, but I got the videotape of this, that, and third. And as a kid, I used to really believe like, yo, but it's on videotape. So like how you not say that this person is guilty? How can you not use that as evidence towards, based on what this person did? So like this was one of the first times I felt like they seen something on video and was like, yo, that's wow. And and appropriately giving this person the attention that they deserve, which is some jail time. So,
Nice.
uh,
Facts.
you
That's
know,
a fact.
my bad, guy.
We need more examples of it. You know what I'm saying? All across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do for one, do for others. You know what I'm saying? Don't pick and choose. Oh nah, he get this treatment, but not so much y'all. Like, nah. If it's all across the board, then let it be all across the board. And this is evidence of it being all across the board. And I'm all for it. And I mean, more it sets precedence like, yo, you just can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And be cool with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Uh, Florida official DeSantis has officially banned lab grown meats. So, there's a big thing where it's but so like people eat so much meat and chicken and all different type of stuff as far as meat, we bound to run out, right? So it's like how much do we go through that? How much that actually comes from a farm, right? So he's banned the use of fake meat because now we can, well, not now, we've been had the capabilities to produce fake meat, or what they call that carbon copy meat. Um and there's different ways of doing it as well. So he's banned all duplications of that being grown in Florida. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's what's up. But it's like it just says a whole nother precedence that we even have to do this shit. Like what makes you think because you grow in a lab is just as good as God's creation? Like, the audacity of you to think you could do better or just as good as the creator is just is bewildering to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we could clone meat now. So yeah, that's good enough to sell. Not knowing that the adverse effects of creating such fake meat pause is gonna have on a person. You know what I'm saying? And who allowed these people to just let this shit pass, and then now all of a sudden now senators have to ban it to like they doing us some good. But y'all had it on the shelves before you banned it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So how good are you really doing me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already out there. So now they gonna recall all that, or what they gonna do? They once you ban it, then they gonna sell off it, and then there's no more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how it go? Because I don't see no recall nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna ban it, that means you gotta get rid of all the stuff that's on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Frank Lucas told Buddy. I don't care if it's blue dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Just don't put it on my
It's product infringement. You understand?
insist and infringe. I don't like these words you use it. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, yeah, that's a win. But it's like it's a fake win because it's like y'all wait a little bit, get some money off it. Now you want to fake like you want to do something for the people. Like, man, stop it. If you really want to do something for the people, stop producing plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop producing plastic.
Mm-hmm.
What was wrong with glass? There was nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But nah, get it out of here though. Get that fake meat out of here. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I still rock with it, but we'll see how that goes. If I don't see no recall pause and none of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff on the shelves, then
In the
what we
chat,
doing on the shelves?
said, "Bro, what's the best sandwich?" Me personally, I'm a tuna fish man myself. Just without the mayonnaise, I'm allergic to eggs. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the mayonnaise, give me the French dressing with my tuna. You know what I'm saying? Tuna, French
Wait,
dressing.
what's the best sandwich?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And, yo, as a kid, I didn't know no better. So my sandwich of choice when I was a kid, and we didn't have no proclivities on what's good to eat, was spice ham and cheese. Spice ham and cheese sandwiches. I'll tear that up, bro. Spice ham and cheese, you heard?
That spice, you know what I'm saying? The little tang on the spice, you know what I'm saying, was
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but go ahead, my bad.
Uh Best sandwich to me, I'm gonna have to go with the classic PB&J's, man. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter and jelly, so you can't go wrong with that. But I use not the like Smuckers or anything. I use like the what's it called? It's like jam. I use jam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I get it from like, you know what I'm saying? I get it from the farmer's market, John.
yeah.
What they talking about in the chat now?
No, it's just only melanated people. It matters like the brand you use to make it a proper PB and J. You know what I'm saying? Like just the fact that you had to explain that, like you're like, yo, chill. I don't use Peter Pan. I use Jiffy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like we gotta like a PB and J has to have a certain brand for melanated people to
Oh
eat.
no, that's a fact. And then we on this natural joint. So we gotta get the natural peanut butter, you know what I'm saying? With the oil on top, right? So you gotta mix it, right? When you open the jar, you gotta get all the goodness, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get all the goodness mixed in. Then you scoop, you know what I'm saying, your first joint out and spread it on the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't had a PB and J in years because I stopped eating white bread. Like heavy white bread, I stopped eating that. You know what I'm saying? But those used to be some good times. The best PB and J's was in college because they used to let you go. Well, they used to let us go hammies at Mooresville with the PB and J's. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, moving on to our next hot topic. Little Woody, age 16. He has a girlfriend that's. Well, I'm sorry. Uh, he has a fiance that is 26 years old. So the picture has gone viral because of obviously their age and there's a height difference. His fiance is taller. What do you think about that whole situation?
The fact of the matter, if it was in reverse, there wouldn't even Buddy would be in jail. But the fact that it's a woman, it's okay. And it's like that's the part I'm talking about. It's like if it's wrong on one side, it's wrong on the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong both sides. So the fact of the matter, like, because it's a woman, like you, you can say face, but that's why these women act the way they do because it's like they know they could get away with stuff because um they're not being held to the fire or held to the same regard as men are. So the fact that this is even going viral, and I don't even want to know what the chats are saying or the comments are saying. I hope some are saying that she should be arrested. You know what I'm saying off rip. Like, what are you doing?
Well, like I said, it depends on the state. So, whatever state that they live in, which they did not specify, um, they because remember the age of consent in every state is different.
So um so if they got a state out there where the age of consent is 12, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You said he
Yeah,
was 12, right?
he's 16.
Oh, he's 16.
He's 16. She's 26. So that's a huge difference. But you gotta remember, like, so for example, in New York, the age of consent is 17, right? But if you go to Delaware, the age of consent, I believe, is 16. And then if you go to Maryland, the age of consent is 15. So it changes, it varies from state to state. Like we did a whole thing about it, about the age of consent. Even in Alabama, I think it's like 15. So it changes from state to state. There's no clear age of consent. Even in California, for years, they didn't have an age of consent, meaning a grown person could get with a child. And it's like, all right. And they just changed. They just had an age of consent. Y'all can look it up and do your own research.
I'm with Bro and Jack on this one. Like, send her ass to Turkey. At least every episode, we're gonna send one person to Turkey, and she number one. She getting first flight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, she gonna be with the pilot. She gonna help the pilot fly to Turkey. You know what I'm saying? That's where she gonna be at.
But see, you make an excellent point because when we date when we date older women, and I'm not talking about at our grown age, I'm talking about at our teenage. You know what I'm saying? Like we all had that older woman that we was dealing with, and I'm not talking about an older girl. I'm talking about a woman while we was in teenage years. It was never looked at as like, damn, like, yo, why you messing with him? It was always like a a ego thing for us. Like, yo, you got you a, a 21-year-old, yo, that's popping, bro. Da 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 da. Like, so it was an ego thing for us as teenagers. But for the woman, they don't get looked at in a negative light. But like you said, if the roles were reversed and we're talking about a 26-year-old man being with a 16-year-old girl, all hell would break loose. Oh, nah, he a pedophile. He this, that, and the third. Why is that energy not reciprocated? Just like you just said this a second ago with other stuff, like if we're gonna have these rules, then it needs to be for everybody. But again, like I said in the other episodes about double standard. There's a double standard in this country to different things that is just accepted. And this is just one of them. And this is something that's never going to change because they pick and choose what people going to be mad about. And a 20 something year old woman dating a teenager is not one of the things that they're going to be mad about.
I want to know what her girlfriends think about this. That's what I want to know. Because a lot of this stuff could easily be squashed if other women check other women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where's the women that used to go to the rivers and do womanly things together and have their conversations, put women on like what to do, y'all don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't check other women. Then who's gonna check them? You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what her girlfriends think. Like, oh yeah, Queen, you doing it? Is that what they saying in the group chat?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
That's
even,
what I want to know.
I don't even know if she have a group chat because most women that I meet, I ain't even gonna hold you. No. Let me put this in a better frame of mind because I would lie if I say that. Some of the women that I've met, they let me know that they sleep around a lot when they say they don't have any girlfriends. If all your friends is dudes and you're a lady,
It's already questionable. It's already,
red
you know
flag.
what I'm saying? Red flag off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just fun buns. That's it.
That's it. So
Rip.
if you tell me, oh, I'm a tomboy, I don't really get along with women, red flag on the play. Like, I'll straight out the sandbox. Boys go on that side, girls go on that side, straight out the sandbox. And then when we start co-mingling and dealing and dalling, I go get me some buns and I chill with my bros. That's always the way it's been. And if I need to confide in somebody or talk to somebody, I'm gonna talk to my bro. But I do my thing with the ladies, like how it's supposed to be. Simple and plain. I got bros I could call if I got something going, if I got something on my mind to be like, yo, I'm going through this, bro. Da 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 da. This, that, and the third, and we could rap on it. You know what I'm saying? So for a woman, for her not to be able to have a group chat is wild to me.
So
Like
if she had, it already answers itself because she wouldn't have no group of friends doing this goofiness.
like when was the last When was the last woman that complained about a guy that had too many girlfriends? That he don't got a group chat of bros that he could tap into just to talk whatever, talk video games, talk sports, talk real stuff, whatever. In this instance, we're talking about dating somebody younger and being accountable for that. Like just the other night, I was about to get into a little dust up with somebody at Publix. I called one of the bros and be like, yo, can you believe I was about to get into a dust up over this, that, and the third? And the bro told me he thought I was bugging because how I responded. Because the dude told me he was going to put me in the headlock. So when he told me he was going to put me in the headlock, bro, you know how it is. It's up, like it's stuck. Like, let's get this popping. And he didn't want to, proceed. And I told one of the bros that on the phone, like, yo, this dude told me he gonna put me in a headlock, this, that, and the third or whatever. And I told him the story. He's like, yeah, bro. If I don't know, bro. It was over nothing. Like da 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 da. I'm like, yo, if a random dude tell you he gonna put you in a headlock, like that's, what I'm saying. Like, yeah, But anyway, but that's the type of rapport that men have with men. I was saying that as an example. So for the fact that even if she's moving on court on the right type of timing, on the off type of timing. She doesn't have a group of friends that she could tap into, and it's so funny that she could women can handle the backlash of dating a teenager, but you can't handle the backlash on you doubling up. If you told your homegirls that, yeah, my man, he has another woman, and me and that other woman, we together as well. You have a tougher time saying that than, yeah, my boyfriend, he's 16. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy how women logic work, bro. Like, that's wow.
Women logic is crazy.
So moving on to the next hot topic. California fast food restaurant McDonald's has to cut 10,000 jobs due to the US $20 minimum wage. What do you think about that?
They'd rather cut the jobs than pay that bread.
It's a lot of jobs. 10,000. It's a lot of jobs.
They rather just, oh, the state's like, yo, you gotta pay them more. McDonald's like, oh, word? I got something better than that. Get them up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's wild.
It is wild. It's just crazy. And it's like nobody, this the way the economy is going, it ain't gonna sustain itself for too long, because after, if McDonald's is firing people, you know what I'm saying? Calvin Ben got a job from McDonald's back in the early 90s. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
McDonald's been hiring. Now you talking about McDonald's not hiring no more? Oh, you know it's a bubble about to burst real soon. Pause. Real soon. If McDonald's is firing people, it's a wrap.
But see, what's interesting about this too, people forget McDonald's, their franchise, you can buy a McDonald's franchise.
I mean, a Big Mac is $20. Ron Jack, where do you live?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. But yeah, like
$20 is
like
crazy.
like most McDonald's, they're privately owned. So everything about McDonald's is not owned by like the corporation of McDonald's. If tomorrow, if me and you want to buy McDonald's, we can. We just use their format as this because of their success rate, right? So a lot of McDonald's is independently owned by other people. So for them to say to classify it as just a McDonald's corporation is cutting 10,000 jobs instead of the corporation, that independent corporation that owns that particular McDonald's location, is like kind of a cop out. Because like I said before, when we talk about these big corporations, we talk about the corporations. We don't individualize it. Now, if it's melanated folks, it's always individualized, but because it's not melanated, it's always corporatized. So we just think of it as a corporation and not realize that a lot of McDonald's is privately owned. So who's the person that's saying like, yeah, nah, I'd rather get rid of all of y'all than to pay y'all a decent wage. And let's keep it real, like $20 an hour is like you're not breaking the bank. You're gonna pay some bills.
Now it makes more sense that why, if it's privately owned, you probably not making enough to break even. If now you have to, on top of all the other stuff you got to pay for in California with insurance, everything high. Then now they tell you got to pay the workers $20 an hour, and you privately owned. Yeah, I can see now even more so why motherfuckers can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It just is not feasible. Even if you selling horse meat, that's the part is just crazy. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You selling horse meat, and you
yeah,
still can't make ends meet. So that's why I say the economy is about to bust. Because you selling 99-cent burgers for $3, $4, and you still can't break even and make bread. Something ain't right here. You know what I'm saying? Something
yeah.
ain't right.
And I think you're being a little generous on that price. I think them prices probably like $6, $7 for
But
them burgers.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
it's not even real.
yeah,
But you charge me $6, $7 for something that ain't even real, and you getting it for the cheap, and you selling it for high, and you can't make no bread.
yeah.
You're not hustling right. That don't make
Yeah.
no sense. Because a hustler would, if he's getting the product for cheap and he's selling it for high, the markup is crazy. So you have enough to re-up and you still got money left over on the side to save. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now you cut out the middleman because you making the jump. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to the farmers no more. You're not waiting for the cow to grow. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Then bring it to the meat packing and cut it up, then ship it. You getting it straight from the lab jump, right?
Right. Right.
You getting 8, 10, 15, 1,500 pounds of fake junks, right?
Right. Right.
Get it
Right.
shipped over, right? Now you marking the price up, and how you not making no money? Unless I'm not bugging, I don't know. I'm tripping, maybe. I don't know.
And they haven't used real bread in God knows how.
So again, you're not, the cost for you to for the materials is very cheap because all of it is fake.
Right. Right.
So what price is the manufacturer that's manufacturing the fake bread selling it to McDonald's if it's fake in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be for that much.
Mm-hmm.
You can't swindle me for fake bread and try to give me a high price like it's real bread.
Mm-hmm.
So again, where you know what I'm saying? Where's the bread? Where's the money?
Mm-hmm. I seen on the internet that a guy made lettuce out of a garbage bag.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, just like Rowan Jack said, yo, people going home cooking again. You got no choice now. Now you're gonna be more aware and be more focused on what you're buying because now you're gonna look at everything. Like shit, prices is going up, so you're probably not gonna go to your supermarket. You're probably gonna try to go to a farmer's market. You may pay a little bit more, but you know it's straight from the farm,
Right.
straight from the ground. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no better than that. So if I'd rather higher wages, but then have access to where I can at least get it straight from the plug.
Yeah, sauce. Mm-hmm.
Like Frank Lucas did. He went to South Asia to go get the plug, right? I want to go to the farmers and go get the plug. You know what I'm saying? Is that Bessie the cow right there? Make sure you cut Bessie up right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she don't get grass fed. That cut them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure it's fresh. That's the only way now.
You gotta be careful. There's snakes and there's mosquitoes that kill your ass.
I'm already out in this damn jungle.
Eating bugs.
So you want to go in the jungle? Yeah. Like, all right, we going to the jungle then.
Yeah. Yo, funny. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Research has shown, they covered this on the Orlando Prime News about a day ago. Research has shown in 2024 that over 70% of women have a backup ex-boyfriend or friend romantically in their life. Regardless if they have a husband, boyfriend, they have a backup. 70% of women in the US 2024. What do you think about that?
I'd say now more than ever, yo, just get your passports, bro. Just get your passports, travel, go see other countries, go see other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Just expand your mind on what else is out there. Because here, the pool done got pissed in, it done got recycled and pissed in again because it's over with. What's the point of me putting my all in if you only put in just enough where you still got a backup? What's the point? Why am I gonna go full force when you only going half fast and I never even get to see the real you because you got somebody on the back end? And it's not his fault because you know what I'm saying? He just playing the field. He just gonna be the next in line. You feel me? If she had 66 bodies, he gonna be 67. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that is even a statistic shows and prove like all this is over. It's like might as well just go overseas, travel. You know what I'm saying? See other worlds. You never know what you're gonna find. You know what I'm saying? This pool is over with. Like It's done. Like women gonna have to correct themselves because ain't nobody correcting them. They have to look inside themselves and figure it out. Hopefully it's not too late. But that is crazy. Having a backup is like, but most real dudes already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so most dudes have this idea that you may or may not have a backup, but that's in the beginning. But
Right.
you're telling me even while in a relationship,
Yeah.
in marriage, that you still have that dude, which is crazy to me because it's like if that's the case, that also showcases how women can't choose.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you really wanted that guy, why can't you get him?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Appreciate that, Rowan Jack. Appreciate that. This guy's being weird, but appreciate that.
Anyway, yeah. So that means the guy that you want don't want you. So if that's the case, then why would I want you? If you are chasing a guy that don't even want you, and I'm trying to chase you, you got me messed up. It ain't
Yeah.
happening.
Mm-hmm.
So go where you are appreciated and celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Don't take nothing less than that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like at the end of the day, this is why I tell other men, like, yo, deal with as many women as possible, not to be a player, but to learn how women work.
You gotta run through 30, 40 hood rats before you can, you know what I'm saying, get to the upper echelon type hoe.
Like, yo, you like her? Yeah, I like her. Yeah, you definitely got to bust through 20, 30 of them real quick. You know what I'm saying? Boom, back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be straight after that. You know what I'm
When you
saying?
get to the upper echelon,
You go good. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to upper echelon type
say, yo, you not ready for her?
Yo, so it's like like I said, I tell bros like, yo, deal with as much women as possible, not necessarily to be on your player shit, but just to learn how women work. And a lot of times, when a woman wants you and wants to be on your program, then 9 times out of 10, you won't have to worry about her cheating on you or some other dude in her life. You won't have to worry about that because she's putting that time in with you. And it's something about you being your authentic self that don't even allow you to even think that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it still a possibility? Absolutely. But if you being yourself and she wants you more than you want her, then chances are you won't have to worry about no other dude because you are the dude that she wants. Now, this is very true what I'm about to say. Most women, like how the research says, do have a backup plan or that one guy when he comes around, and it could be every other month, every other year, that woman gonna go missing with that guy. She's gonna be on his program for whatever time that he's gonna be around. It's something about that guy for that woman that always she wants to be with him, even if she's in a relationship, a good one at that. Is something about that guy. Yes, but is can you be that guy that she wants like that? Absolutely. And if you're the guy that she wants like that, then is a good possibility that you don't have to worry about stuff like that. That's why I debunk the notion that women are more romantic than men, because men, when we be as we're little boys, the first person we fall in love with is our mom, and it's not because of how she looked, it's because of the acts, her acts of love, her acts of loyalty, her acts of just holding us down and want us to be our best self. Our mom, like when we meet girls as we get older, like, yeah, she's not good enough for you because I see something in her that I already know that she's not going to be on your program. See what I'm saying? So it's weird that moms could see that for their sons, but they can't see that for themselves. Very weird. But staying right here, they said 70% of women have backups. I believe this. I believe this because, like I've said on the show previously, I've dealt with women who were in relationships before. Not as a relationship an ongoing relationship, but just do my thing and I'm out of there. So at the end of the day, that's not on me. That's on her. It's not that dude's fault that I did my thing, because guess what? It could have happened to me too, easily. I could have had a girlfriend and some other dude smashing her on the side and I didn't know about. Easily. I already know that it did happen. At least I think it happened. So you don't be fooling yourself, guys. When you're loving somebody, take the proper precaution to really look at the situation and be like, damn, is there a possibility of my woman having another person or another spouse? Then yo, be careful how you put your eggs in that basket. But there's women out there that do hold it down, that is loyal, that that is about that one person. But the 70% of y'all, it's a crapshoot. So anything else you want to add to that?
I mean, even with the 30%, yes, it's still a low number, but women outnumber us anyway. So it's like for every 10, it's only gonna be 3. So we got, like Buddy said, you got to run through. You know what I'm saying?
40,
Just
50 boy rats. You know what I'm saying?
before you could get to the upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. Like, cause how else are you gonna get the swag you need to pull the jump without going through the 30-40?
Right,
You
right.
gotta go through the 30-40 variation of a woman to know how to pull them, to know the small cues. These women don't use their words; they use nonverbal. So you got to know that. You know what I'm saying? They go to communicate. They have degrees of communication but can't communicate. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you gotta like communicate for them. So you gotta go through 30-40 of these non-communicative, combative ass women to get the top tier combative, non-communicative jump. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right.
30% is horrible, son. It's like 3 for 10. Nah, son.
Yeah,
Like,
that's wicked.
get him off the court.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, get out of here.
yeah.
You shot 3 for 10, and you only got 9 points. You shot three threes. Like, nah, son.
So imagine you go out to a club and there's 300 women there, and 70%, 70%. Most women I already know when I meet them, especially living where I live, the type of partying, that's going on. I already know I meet women that already have a dude in their life. So that's
Yep.
why it's fun to me when I hear men talk about, oh well, like dealing with somebody that has a man. Like most women you already meet already have somebody in their life, whether it's their man, whether it's their boyfriend, whether it's their husband, fiance, whatever. They already have a man in their life. It's just your turn. It's,
70% of 300 is 210 biddies. That's that's crazy. Already off the board.
and what's the chances you're going to meet the 30%?
Very slim because they all dress, talk, walk, and act the same, son.
Ain't.
So
You know what I mean? So great. That was a great research that they did. Um, like you said, the pool got pee in it.
recycled P. It got recycled again. You know what I'm saying?
That's diabolical, bro. Diabolical. All right, moving on to our next segment. This segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure you go to bigbravosection.com. Again, bigbravosection.com. If you're in the Miami area, book a session with one of the best photographers in the world. If you're not, still book that session. Fly out, take care of your session. Bigbravo.com. You got a petty thought for us?
I definitely have some words off the Bible of all Bibles, the Black's Law Dictionary. Like I've mentioned before, we know we got to probably get an early edition, but we still chucking and driving with this one. We got a few words off the book. So to start off with the Black's Law Dictionary words. First word is immigrant. Now we got to be very, very cognizant of the words and how they put it together. So I'm gonna break it down. All right, the definition of immigrant is an alien in a country except in the US, one within a specified class within the Immigration and Nationality Act, one who leaves a country to permanently settle in another. Now, what is alien? Right? Alien is a foreign born person who has not qualified as a citizen of the country. But an alien is a person within the meaning of the 14th Amendment due process clause of the United States Constitution to to the same extent as a citizen. Any person not a citizen or national of the United States. So remember, they made a distinction between citizen and national. So remember that, right? So next word on the list is Fifth Amendment. Fifth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, ratified by the states in 1870, guaranteeing all citizens the right to vote, regardless of race, color, or previous conditions of servitude. Congress was given the power to enforce such rights by appropriate legislation. Now, remember how I said in the definition of alien that there was a distinction between citizen and national, right? Why is it that only citizens get the right to vote, but not a national?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to be very careful about the words we using. What is the true benefit of a citizen? You know what I'm saying? If we only have privileges that can be taken away. A
Right.
privilege is like your parents. Oh, you have the privilege to watch TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you did something bad, guess what? No more TV.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So a privilege is not really a right if they could just take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to see that being a citizen is not what it's all cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? From
Mm-hmm.
these definitions of these words that I look up on the daily, it's how they put these words together that kind of confuse you. Yes, a U.S. citizen, that's what you want to be because that's what they made the tunnel vision for you to focus on. But it seems as though that any person not a citizen or national of the U.S. seems to me that there's different levels to this. You know what I'm saying? There's upper echelon type, and then there's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my words to today, for this episode was immigrant, alien, and Fifth Amendment. So, Chad, if there's any words that you would like for me to look up and get the legal definition of these words, definitely put it in the chat, and I'll hopefully it's in the book because again, the sixth edition is very wacky. We're not seeing words in there, so eventually I'm gonna have to get a earlier edition. You know what I'm saying? So again, if y'all got any words in the chat, just put them in anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. And make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. We love and we appreciate, more the love that y'all give to the show. All right. Moving on to our next segment. Dope words, by the way, bro. Dope words, by the way. Moving on to our next segment, our Keep the Lie Live segment.
Keep the lie live.
Keep the lie live. So this segment today, I'm going to get into about putting people on. Like one of my boys, I seen this thing up about Dorito chips and how these Dorito chips or all bags of Doritos contain bugs in them based on how they make it, but they can't control the amount of natural organisms that are made to be bugs that's on the chip. So if you take a chip and you put a magnifying glass on it, you're gonna see bugs on the chip. If you see where they make it and how they make it, you will never want another Doritos ever. Right? It took me one time to see this. I haven't had Doritos in about 3 years. Right? So cool. Here's the thing. I put one of my other boys on, like, yo, here's a little video about Doritos, yo. Be careful what you put in your body. His response was, yo, we all gonna die from something, so it is what it is. That is so backwards in your mindset. It's not like people can have a preference of what they're going to put in their body. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making, if I'm telling you something is not good for you, find another choice. Find another choice. If I'm giving you game about something that could benefit your life, then why discount what I'm saying as if it's not real? If because to say, yeah, we all gonna die from something, might as well be that. So if there's a girl over there who's burning, but she fine, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, make sure like you don't mess with her because she burning, bro. Not make sure you wrap it up. No, make sure you don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. She's burning. And he respond, yo, we all gonna die from something. So you choosing to die from AIDS or whatever she got going on? So you choosing to die from putting the wrong foods in your body because of the way they prepare it? Like it's mind boggling to me. And that same friend, when I don't put them on the stuff, when it comes to other things, when it comes to finances or business or music, then it'd be like, damn, bro, like you gatekeeping. I like, how am I gatekeeping when I give you information? You say things like, yo, we all gonna die from something one day. So why would I turn around and put you on to something about money or something about music or something about anything of my expertise that I found information on or stuff I just know or you see what I'm saying? It's like so it's not gatekeeping, it's just learning which friends can handle or which people can handle certain information. Information is information. So when you find out something, you're really a gatekeeper when you don't tell nobody. I'm telling people about the information that I found out about something, and you're saying we all gonna die from something one day. Like that's just so backwards to me as a mindset. What do you think about that?
I mean, certain people are on certain levels, and certain information is only privy to them because they're at a certain level. Meaning that I will have a certain conversation with you about this particular topic because I know this particular topic we can have a back and forth about. You know what I'm saying? But any other topics, I probably might not go to this particular person about it. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. Certain people we just have to do it like that. So as far as putting somebody on, it depends on what I'm putting the person on, and it also depends on who the person is to even be put on. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it varies on the level of where you at. Probably somebody could put me in the same level. Like, all right, now I'm only gonna tell Santana this. I ain't gonna tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Is vice versa. You feel me? So for me, certain things or certain conversations I'm gonna have with this bro because I know, you know what I'm saying? That's what bro fuck with. But as far as like me putting him on to this other stuff, not so much unless if it's in that particular thing that we have a camaraderie or a good chop up about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I like distinctly put a little wrench in it, like I try to put you on just to see like maybe I could try to level you and put you in a different category. So now we can have different conversations and I see how you react to it. Then it's like, oh no, I'm gonna just keep you there. It's cool. Yo, disregard that. Nah, I was fucking around. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So people sometimes put themselves in their own box without even knowing it by saying things when they react to something you tell them. They could have been like, damn, for real? Like, how do you know that? Like, where did that information come from? Like, that's crazy. Imagine somebody put us on years ago when we was fucking with Doritos heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Mr. Cool Ranch man. You know what I mean? Heavy with the Cool Ranch. But nobody came and put us on.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I don't think I would have reacted if somebody told me, yo, they making chips with bugs. I would have been like, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with these chips no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good looking. But
Right.
not like, damn, I'm gonna die soon. So I'm gonna die off chips
Right. Right.
rather than old age.
Right. So
The
and
name of the game is to get old. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's the name
Right.
of the game. I
Right.
don't understand what other game y'all niggas is playing, but the name of the game is to get old, be comfortable when you're old because you done did all the right things as you getting old. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
now you could just be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the game is to get old. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you mad? Oh, yeah.
That's the whole purpose to get
I
old.
made it, nigga. The fuck?
Uh-huh.
That's the game.
Mm-hmm.
To make it to 40 and then to make it to 50 and then to make it to 60. That's the game.
Yeah.
I don't know what game y'all playing. Dying at 24 is preposterous. It's stupid.
Yeah.
What life at 24? I barely lived life. I barely had two tattoos yet at 24. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fact.
So the name of the game is to live life and get older. So the only way we're gonna get older is we have to elevate our mindset. We gotta elevate our thinking. Because I used to always think like, okay, we got chips now, but did our ancestors have chips back in the days?
Right.
I don't think so. So where did chips come from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, chips.
And that's one aspect. We could
Right.
go many cold cuts, pause.
Right.
Hot dogs, pause.
Right.
You know what I'm
Potatoes.
saying? The list goes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just the mere fact that people put themselves in a box because they don't want to accept new information is crazy, because we in an information age. This is the time to go crazy with information.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when we didn't have information unless it came from ABC, NBC, CNN, and Fox.
Mm-hmm.
That was your information.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have all kind of outlets.
And then we learned that these outlets, ABC, Fox, has their own spin, has their
right. Own. And we thought they was giving us the front,
right,
the truth. And then now when we're starting to see other outlets and other avenues of the news, now we're starting to see,
yeah, y'all got an agenda.
Y'all was running the spin game.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I question the people who's coming to me and giving me information. Like, okay, where you bringing information to me? All right, let's break it down. What's the information? Is it benefiting me? Is it not benefiting me? Oh, okay, it is benefiting me. All right, now where did this information come from? So I can research it and find out more about it. So that way I come back to you with some new shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, look what I found, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead, on top of Doritos, you gotta throw whatchamacallit, hot popcorn on there too.
Right.
Because the hot glister on the popcorn is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's rat ass.
Right,
you know
right. Or some
100% rat ass. You know what I'm saying? So we at the edge now, they cutting corners. So why wouldn't they like use obscene things to make these things?
Right. Right. Like Takis, you know, like it's so many different things that we eat as just like, yo, it's snacks or it's chip, but these things have harmful things to your body. So the bigger point that I'm making using the food and one of my boys is just the fact that it's not gatekeeping if I'm putting you on something, but if you can't handle this particular information, then I ain't gonna share with you other stuff neither, and stuff that you might want to hear, because you're not ready for that conversation either. Just because you're not ready for one, that don't mean you're ready for other. So I you know, when I think about it like that in that aspect, it makes the whole thing better because I don't have to share stuff with you. I could just I come to my brother, or I share stuff with people who's gonna really gather this information. Like you said, do further research and find out the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, word, you found out about Doritos? Like, all right, so what's going on with Lay's or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Not saying that it is Lay's, but whatever. That's what I found out about Doritos in particular. So, you know what I'm saying? When he said that, I was like, yo, yeah, I ain't putting him on nothing else. Like, he into music, hey, I ain't putting him on to the new beats coming out, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not ready for that conversation just based off your answer. And the bigger thing is in your mindset is that you're already conceded to the point where we're all gonna die over something. So it just might as well be over some damn Doritos. Like who sums it up like that? Who sums it up like that? If I tell you, yo, you need to make this money move because you could, you know what I'm saying? You could get this money move and you could do whatever you want. Yeah, bro, we all gonna go broke one day anyway, no matter how much money I make. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end up with zero anyway. So what's the purpose of doing what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That same analogy goes to every different aspect of what the game could be. So at the end of the day, yo, be careful who you give information to and save your energy for people who really gonna take heed to what you're saying. So just be mindful of that. Keep the lie live. All right, y'all. That's been a show. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been amazing. Episode 81. I still can't believe we got 81 episodes up. Again, make sure y'all hit the membership page. Available right now, gold, platinum, family, and day ones. Get your badges. You can get your badges. You can also contribute to the page in the rewatch during the live chat. During the lives. You can go on the community page as well. You can access your membership badges as well. Also, we have rewatches. We got so much stuff on this page, so make sure you tap in. And we got over 150 videos of this show right now on the page. So make sure y'all tap in if you missed some subjects. Also, I want to thank some of the sponsors of the show: Bravo Section, Button Snaps, and OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or you can hit my brother on his Instagram at
Bravo section _
So if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, hit us on Instagram. Also, stay in tune to the Overstand podcast. Why Understand, where you can overstand every Monday at 9:30. We also have some interviews that was previous. Also got my brother up there for one of the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Dope interview as well. We're on every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Again, every Sunday, every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. So you're gonna see us again, episode 50, episode 82, this Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. Share, tell a friend, tell a friend. We love over here. And we'll see y'all this Thursday at 10:30. And it's nothing but love. We out of here.